District Football League Umpire League this afternoon. From Colac in the Centrals, we've got Shane Adams. On the boundary, Troy Jackson, and in the goals, Phil DeGlusen. For Geelong District, we've got Andrew Gurry. Central, Timmy Drew. Boundary, and Nigel Hallett.
Umpire starts proceedings. Wilkins versus Reynolds. Up they go. Wilkins wins the hit down for Thompson. It comes out at sharp by the evidence. A quick hand pass out wide. Goes towards McCabe. He dives in on top of it. Can't handle it. Hand pass comes to Rooster. Wilson it is. Picks it up. Danny Wilson. Little kick round centre wing. Finds his teammate who marks well. And Peter ice cream's cone. Plays on immediately. Wasn't a good decision. They lose the footy and taps out wide. Here comes Big Wilkins bearing down on it. Picks it up the youngster. Looks across. Sells the dummy. Fires the hand pass. Wasn't particularly effective. The ball's at half forward. Thompson into Evans into attack. Wasn't a good hand pass from bad option. Put his teammate under pressure. They've got out of it with the ball up, and they might well have been lucky. Thompson, he could have been penalised for holding the footy on that occasion.
Very much so, Cookie. Glenn Wilkins should have kicked the ball. Peter Hall was in a worse spot on that occasion. Wilkins made amends there and won that boundary bounce up as we see the Blues ball the half forward. Now Thompson through Gardner. That was Chris, I think you'll find, go to Memphis side centre wing and finds the lead there of Ricky Mays.
And Mays wants to play on immediately, looks across there to Wilkins. He's under pressure, got the hand pass away. It might sit nicely, it does too, but Tim Gardner, he's tackled, loses it. The free kick's paid, but Ken McCabe pays the advantage, picks it up. Goldilocks fires up towards Rowan Rattler. Out he comes, gathers the footy, Sweetie, hands it, balls it back there to Kenny McCabe, who's made the mistake with the hand pass out wide. Over the line, out of bounds, half forward flank. Evans into attack, kicking with the breeze. You think the first quarter on, and he's across the ground, but I think it might favour the bottom end as well.
Yes, certainly. Yes, Amateurs using a slight advantage here this afternoon, and now we see the ball back into play with some strength there. Working hard at ground level for the ties was Timmy Gardner. Had really no options up the ground and decided to go for the boundary. I think you'll find he's been pinged for a deliberate.
Been penalised, and Peter Ice Cream's cone takes the free kick. Half forward, up he goes. Robert Menzies. He's played a sensational mark to Sir Robert in the early stages of the first quarter. That's a chance for the mark of the day in the Geelong ink spot. And Menzies kicks the ball out wide to half-back. Nice little kick too on his own. Taking the mark for Thompson, number 25, is Peter McCarter. The 34-year-old goes into the centre of the ground. No one over the mark there. Curvis at the back of the pack. Gathers with the long sleeves. He's well shepherded too as he punt kicks the ball up into the forward zone. Out they come. Beat the drum. Umpire call. Play on the free kick was there. Picked up was that Gardner having a shot in the goal mouth. Failed to make the distance. Chance for the Amateurs to get out of defence. They will with a kick. It goes close to the boundary line out towards half-back, perhaps back pocket, and it's over the boundary line out of bounds on the attacking side of the ground.
Yeah, great build up there from the Thompson Footy Club. Umpires allowing the advantage to be played, and I think it's good for footy. Let the boys keep going. As the Tigers now drill the ball into attack through the agency of Dean Cale. His kick up to the teeth of goal. No one can take the ball cleanly. Backup players form. Swooping on the ball now. I think you'll find that looked like young Christensen. I think it was Christian McFarland. Slapped it on his left foot. Oh, great goals. Popped it through.
He's very happy around. I'm just looking as he comes back. They've run from everywhere to congratulate him. He's come a long way down the ground, that player. Christian McFarland, is it?
Yeah, I think you'll find it's the number 36 Guernsey. Christian McFarland has kicked a very handy goal for the Thompson Tigers. We've been going no more than 5 minutes of this first quarter. Proudly brought to us here this afternoon by Ignis Video and IR. Sees that Thompson Tigers 1 straight goal, 6 points. Amateurs yet to score.
Umpire bounces it back in the centre. Chance for Wilson. He slaps it forward to his teammate there, McCone. McCone, that's the Peter McCone. He plays for Correa. This is Peter Ice Cream Cone. He kicks the ball up the ground. It goes towards half forward, but standing his ground well in defence there for Thompson and taking the mark. Might have been Hall. He kicks the ball up towards Wilkins, who's in front. Didn't mark, was infringed. And Big Wilkins, who's had a fair bit of the footy early in this first quarter. Punt kicks. Right foot up towards half forward. Out on the lead. Oh, Thompson player almost held the mark, couldn't do so. Dan Curvis at the bottom of the pack, can't gather. Jared Benstead crashes his way through the pack. Hand passes over the top, looking for his teammate. Found him too in Simon Ubergang. He's got a hand pass away. Ronnie, they've had a flying shot. It's offline. It's 1 point early to Thompson. And the player there, I was just looking up Simon Newbega's number. We haven't seen him before. Got the hand pass away well to a teammate. Had to kick an Harry at one point only, was on the board.
Simon, I think, wearing the number 30 jersey, Cookie. Ball brought back into play. It's a lovely kick too by the full-back there for the amateur side. And I think you'll find bringing it back in was... let's have a look at that full-back is, Cookie. Oh, you could have been Jamie Canellan out there. Found a teammate too, and Nick McCullough, the big centre-half back for the amateur side, just told by the umpire to go back over his mark, and he'll drive the Geelong Amateur Footy Club into attack.
Here comes McCullough on the right foot down towards the centre of the ground. Push out here for sure. Yes, been paid too. It's going to go the way of the amateurs. Player in front there was infringed, no doubt about it, and taking the free kick is Damien Gorman. The centre-half forward goes quickly on the right foot out towards the right half-forward flank.
Gee, that's the second mark Rowan Radowa has dropped, and really you can't afford to make those sorts of mistakes. Cookie in the face of goal.
Well, he had the hands on it, Ron. He should have held that one. Thompson can relieve here. Out wide they go. Here's Gardner picking it up. Going on the left foot. Awkward looking kick towards McKellar. Intercepts well. Can't handle the footy. It's tapped over the top. It's picked up here for Thompson by Timmy Gardner. Away goes Timmy on the left foot as he dobbed this. It's a great goal. I think it's a beauty. Timmy Gardner making full use of the footy on that occasion. Lovely left foot kick into a slight bruise. I didn't think he made the distance, but it sailed through. And they've gone to 2 goals, 1 Thompson. That's 13 points on the board. And the amateurs kicking with the bruise early in the first quarter have yet to score.
Yes, and we've been travelling, Cookie, 8 minutes of this first quarter, and a great opening start for the Thompson Football Club. As we mentioned, kicking into a slight breeze here this afternoon. Ball back to the centre as we wait now on the central umpire from Colligan, Shane Adams.
Puts it down. Up goes Big Reynolds and wins the hit down well to Gill. Gill fires quickly on the right foot up towards half-forward. Getting back, Sir Robert Menzies takes his second mark for the quarter. Wasn't as good as the first one, but it was a nice one all the same. Takes the mark. Attacking side of centre-half back. Pun kicks the ball, holds up in the breeze. Up they go. McKellar from behind can't mark for the amateurs. Down to the ground they go. At the bottom of the pack, Johnny Ryan was in there. Couldn't handle it. A little kick come out from Thompson out wide. And a player takes a mark here. I think it's Glenn Wilkins again. And he's playing a good game, the big fella. Rooster Wilson give him a bit of a shove after he took that one. And Wilkins will send Thompson into attack. And they're doing all the attacking early stages of this first quarter.
Takes the lead. The option there was for Timmy Gardner at the back of the pack. Tim now swoops on the ball, looks for the hand pass. McCarter creates an opportunity as the veteran on the left foot. It's a lovely drop punt, but the breeze just caught it. They're looking for Beenstead, who led well to the pocket. A little bit negative football though, David Higger-Cook. Sees the ball just bounce inside the boundary line. We'll have to throw in now 30 metres from the Thompson Footy Club goal.
Could well have standed the footy on that occasion, Peter McCarter. Up they go. Beenstead does the, Wilkins does the ruck work. It's knocked away from him. He goes in after it again. Picked up by Reynolds. Reynolds hand pass to a teammate. Has to kick in a hurry. Now Wilson, Rooster Wilson, pushed off the footy, claiming it and going through for Thompson well as Ricky Mays, the dashing wingman. Out wide he goes. Mark taken, intercepted there by Andrew Richardson of the amateurs. He fires a hand pass across the half back line. Too many players fighting for the footy on that occasion. There'll be a ball up. Thompson to attack. It's a centre half forward for them. Probably a kick and a hand pass away from the goal.
Ben Tacoma was the fumbler on that occasion for the amateur side, forcing umpire to bounce down. Again, very scrimmagey at the present time. Good umpiring as the Thompson forward on that occasion was Dale Morrison, was over the ball, didn't make an attempt to get rid of the football. Amateurs get the free kick.
Might be Gill, I think. He kicks the ball out towards half back. Nice kick too out there. He's found a teammate wide on centre wing. Wants to play on and does so immediately. Swings the play across the ground. Looking for Rooster Wilson. From behind, he tapped the ball away beautifully. Gathered it swiftly with the right foot. Goes long towards half forward. Looking there for his teammate leading out. It's Schwartz for Middleton. He couldn't handle the mark. Boundary umpire coming in. I thought Middleton might have been getting a free kick. He is not doing so. Amateurs into attack, half-forward flank position, boundary throw in.
Yeah, conditions players just having a little bit of trouble backing their judgment with the fly of the footy here, Cookie, as Middleton couldn't quite hold that mark either. Conditions might be a little bit trickier than what we respect.
From the throw-in, McCarter got it down. He got it across there to Timmy Gardner. Away he goes with a hand pass to Terry Nankervis up to centre half forward. Benstead, Gerard Benstead runs onto the footy. Oh, fresh air shot from McCallum, missed. Picked up in defence there by the number 8 Guernsey and Andrew Richardson are there, but as he goes out wide at centre wing and he's found his teammate, he plays it immediately to Nicky Gill. Takes the mark in the centre of the ground. And away goes Gill for the Amateurs into attack towards Rowan. He's pushing the back for line. He's pushing the back for Brainies. And I'll tell you what, the umpire's run on the ball and he's pushed in the back according to the umpire too. Yes. And Rowan Rattler will take the shot for goal. A long way out, Ronnie's going to kick it long.
Good to see young Central there, Andrew Gurry, son of the veteran Ray Gurry there, out there doing a fine job for the Geelong Football Umpires League. Rowan Rattler, oh, the drop punt is a shocker. Hooked that badly.
He shot the hooks. He's like me with a 4-wood in my hand, Ronnie. He's hooked that badly. He got 1 point only on the board. First scored, though, goes on the board for the Amateurs. Middle stages of the first quarter. Rowan Rattler, personal tally is 1 point. He kicked the whole score, if you know what I mean, as we're waiting on the full-back to bring this back into play for Thompson.
Ian Evans it is. It's a lovely kick into the bruise. Looks there for the Sir Robert Menzies. That was Glenn Menzies, of course. Couldn't take the leather cleanly. At ground level over, Terry Nankervis swooped on the footy, kicks it around his body, up there to centre wing, and a real battle was on there between Dean Cale and also Andrew Richardson. Richardson won the battle, but the umpire blew the whistle and said, give it to me for another bounce down.
He bounces, not a particularly good one. Up goes Timmy Gardner and wins the hit down on this occasion, but crashing his way out of defence, Andrew Richardson gathers the footy well for the Amateurs, puts the foot right into it too, up towards half forward, but going back, taking a good mark. We'll just pick him up. He might be Chris McFarlane, is it?
No, I think it could be the little fella, Peter Hall, the back pocket player for the Tigers. Did very well. Umpire's whistle has sounded there from the Peter Hall kick. There was an infringement, I think you'll find, on the big fella. The centre half forward in Gorman, I think you'll find. And he'll get the free kick for the Amateurs at half forward. It's about 60 from goal.
Long punt kick, looks for Rattler. He's up in front, can't take the marks. Back of the pack, charge here for the Amateurs. Pick it up and kick it with the left foot. Hooked it back brilliantly. He's kicked the goal. I think it's the efficient chip man. I think it's Jimmy Malacallis. He's bobbed it through. It's a magnificent kick. What a goal! Jimmy Malacallis, a beauty.
Yeah, great goal on the left foot, under pressure. Really motored, though, when he picked the footy up and just screwed the ball over the right shoulder. And, well, that's the best goal in round 16, a junior Val football match of the day here this afternoon at Godfrey Street, David Cook. As we see now that the Geelong Amateur side moved to 1-1-7, trailing Thompson Tigers 2-1-13, and we've been travelling Cookie around about 12 minutes of this first quarter.
I tell you what a good goal it was. He's just stopped to do his bootlace up, right? He kicked that one without his bootlace done up. It was a beauty by Malacallis. Out of the centre they come. The Amateurs punt kick long towards half forward. No mark taken at the back of the pack. A charge in the back, I would suggest, against Jimmy Malacallis on that occasion. Got excited. He's got in the back of Peter McCarter, I think it is, who takes the free kick at left half-back, grandstand side of the ground. Just wondering which way to go. Elects to go short. The lead is on. The pass is a beauty. And Ricky May shows a lot of pace and takes the mark. Defensive side of centre wing. Now kicks to centre wing.
Lovely drop punt too, and finds his teammate who played on foolishly there to Dale Morrison. A pack of players have formed right in front of the comedy position. What a nice build-up, and Dale Morrison, a little unfortunate there, playing on foolishly, but good build-up for the Thompson Tigers. Umpire Gurry now bounces down, members side centre wing.
Up goes Big Wilkins, knocks it down. It's taken away from him, though, close to our commentary position. In fact, it's right in front here. Ken McCabe can't handle it. Neither can his teammate in Peter. Ice Cream's cone, and the boundary throw-in will take place right in front of us, Ronnie. Have a call, son.
Glenn Wilkins doing battle with the big fella Reynolds. Got it down. Ben Reynolds, good football to his little rover, and counterpart Nicky Gill, who passes the centre half forward. In front, the taxi driver. James Driver picks it up now, kicks it long. The lead for Rattler. A beauty. And has taken a nice mark in front of his opponent. No more than 50 from goal.
Well played, Amateurs, and well played Driver too. He looked across the ground, saw the lead from Rattler. He's well out from goal. He's got the breeze at his back, and he comes in. He picks it. A magnificent kick. It's just cleared the goal umpire and the fence at about 4 cars as well. A beauty. And they're back in the game. Thompson, after taking all the early initiative, and now not watching as the Amateurs come back. Goals, sensational goals by Jimmy Malacallis and Rowan Rattler have put them right back on the act, Ronnie Brain, and that might well level the scores. 2 goals, 13 apiece.
Yes, great goal there, great football there. suggested Cookie. A point. It was offline. It looked good from here.
Oh, it looked good from here. I've got to get my eyes checked again. The kick out the woods, half back. And here's moving pitches, Stasek. Moving pitches has got it. Stasek's got it. He took a good mark from that kick and just give a bloke a rap of the goal umpire. Obviously needs to go to APSM. That's the goal for sure. Here's Stasek. Comes in on the right foot. Long kick from Rick Stasek. Deep into the attacking zone. Players up. They can't mark it. It's through the behind post. And 1.0, I can see that one's a point. I've got the cameraman telling me I'm blind as well now, Ronnie. And they might well be right. 1.0 he goes on the board. 2 goals, 113 to Thompson. The visitors, amateurs, are 1 goal, 3-9.
Well, the scoreboard attended also. Cookie agreed with you. Obviously listening to our broadcast because he's given the evidence a goal, but it's not, as we see now that Timmy Gardner breaks clear from a great mark at half back from that Ian Evans kick in from that last point scored by the amateurs, and the Timmy Gardner drop punt hits the big fella. Gerald Beanstead with the big arms kicks it long to the teeth of goal. The whistle sounds.
Free kick to Thompson, I think, Ronnie.
Yes, I think you'll find that yeah, it was the number 27 jersey for the Tigers. Alistair Stott, the full forward, has been rewarded with his efforts of getting in front. Held without the ball, gets the free kick. 10 metres from goal, slight angle.
First season with Thompson. Alistair Stott kicked 3 last week. Oh, wait, the goal umpire waist flags everything. If that's a goal, not here. He put the first one on the board for his own personal tally, and Thompson go further ahead. They go to 3 goals, 1, 19 points. They are leading the amateurs 1 goal, 3, 9 points. It's 10 points. The difference. First quarter brought to you by YYFR, YYRFM. That's better. And yes, video.
Yeah, first class Cookie, and it's quite an exciting game of football here, GDFL round 16. Match of the day out here at Godfrey Street. If you're at home, nothing to do, get your car and come out to Godfrey Street for a great game.
And watch the goal umpire at the bottom end. I don't know about him. Back into the centre they go. Chance here. Hand pass out wide. Here's Sasek coming off half back for the amateur side. Punt kicks the ball long. Down towards half forward. Can anybody claim the footy? Schwartz the Middleton grabs it. Oh, ducks into the tackle. Claimed high. Umpire said too high. Might have been lucky there, Schwarzer. He'll take the free kick for the amateurs outside the attacking 50. Might have been lucky. Ron, comment, please.
Oh, I think you'll find them. There we go. The secretary there, Janet, just waving to us. We see that the kick there, I think you'll find it was a bit lucky.
Tell the listeners about the kick first, Ron.
Well, it was a lovely kick off the boot, but it didn't quite go the desired distance.
I'll tell them it's a point. Here we go. Waiting on the ball to come back into play while Ron was talking to the secretary. Little kick comes out to McCarter. It's a good one. He runs around his opponent. Straightens up on the left foot. Kicks it. Beautiful kick towards centre wing. Up goes Timmy Gardner. It's punched away from him by Ice Cream's Cone. Hand pass. Very quick one by Chris Gardner. The teammate is under pressure. They've been in trouble here. Thompson. In go the amateurs. Oh, tackle too high there, I'd suggest. Chris Gardner laid one a little bit higher over his opponent. And the free kick is going to go. Jimmy Malakalis it is. The fish and chip man's got it. A defensive side of centre wing. Amateurs about to go into attack.
And he elects to go to the attacking side of the ground. Straight down the corridor. Looks for the next half forward there in Gorman. Damien Corbett couldn't take the ball clearly. Comes to ground level. The big fella, Reynolds, well tackled there, Peter McCarter. The loose ball sees McCabe. Oh, top one a little bit high. Oh, if you don't mind, umpire.
And Goldilocks has heard that one, I think. Eddie McCabe's got this one. Centre wing. Crashed the side of the ground here. The couple there. Punt kicks it up towards half forward. Getting back and taking a good mark there, but Thompson is the full back. And he's playing a full back there as a ruckman. And Evans, he kicks it long too. McCullough in front of Beanstead. Beats him on that occasion. Well recovered. Sweetly the big centre half back for the amateur side. Alexa come to the defensive side of the ground. Kicks it to half forward. Not a real good kick. Pack of players have formed. Umpires, Gary's whistle sound. Yeah, free kick against
for Robert. Glenn Menzies gets the free kick for the Tigers.
Held by Rooster Wilson when not in possession of the footy as it was about to go out of bounds. And a good decision by the umpire on this occasion. Menzies kicks up to the centre wing. Wilkins the target, can't mark. Gardner's in there, can't handle. Stepped that wide towards Cone. Peter, Ice Creams, gets it forward. Gets it away to Nicky Gill, who punt kicks quickly towards half forward. Out on the lead, Schwartz to Middleton. Can't mark for the amateurs. He pushes the ball back towards the big Collie Gorman. Back it comes to Middleton. Middleton bangs with the right foot up towards the line. Evans. Well, well played there, but as they worked the footy well around the boundary line and beautifully centred. Was that Middleton that centred it across there? It was. And a lovely mark taken by Radowa under big pressure from Ian Evans, who is a bigger, taller player. Radowa, let's see if I can get him through this one. Now the goal umpire's led back. If it was sunny, he'd get a roof. He'd get sunburnt roof of the mouth, Ron. That is a goal, and he's going to wave both flags this time. And Rowan Radowa has definitely kicked his first.
Great goal, Rowan Radowa. We've got to say congratulations, Damien Gorman. Set it up with a tap on to Middleton, who centred the football to Radowa. Great football, amateurs. And also, I've got to mention here, we've been travelling 20 minutes of this first quarter. Scoreboard, it's the double hour guest video first quarter scoreboard, shows that Geelong Amateurs now 2-4-16, trailing Thompson 3-1-19.
19 plays 16. 3 points in it, and 3 minutes gone first quarter. And it's a blinking good game of footy. Up goes Wilkins and beat Reynolds on this occasion. Slaps towards half forward. Coming out Gardner. Caps it well. Has to concede ground though. Goes back to McCarter. McCarter goes back to Gardner. And he kicks from the centre of the ground. Up towards half forward. Nankervis drifts into the hole. Takes the mark. Fires on immediately. His hand pass. He gave it across to his teammate there coming down the ground. Who lost the footy, Morrison. Away they go. Nankervis butters up well. Picks up, bounces. Fires on the right foot. Long of the goal square. Almost a mark there to Ashley Melly. Couldn't mark. And they'll get out of it through McCullough. But the kick's a short one. And tipping in and taking the mark. This is Glenn Wilkinson. He's played a sterling game this first quarter run for Thompson. We're out here a few weeks ago and I said, for God's sake, give this kid the first record, give him a try. They keep bringing him off the bench and on the bench. He's got his chance through injuries and he's making every post a winner. He's taken the mark and he's going to kick into the breeze. He's going to kick from about 38, perhaps 45 metres out.
One of the better contributors at the present time for the Thompson Footy Club comes in now from 50 metres. Directly in front, will be tested into the breeze. The drop let's hold up at the breeze. That's a goal!
A magnificent kick by the big fella, Glenn Wilkins. And look at him coming in to tell him how well he kicked it too. What a ripper. Into the breeze, Ronnie. That was a good kick for a big fella. And they've gone to 4 goals, 125 now, Thompson. The Amateurs are 2-4-16. The scoreboard over there still shows 3-1-19. They're listening to our call for sure. They thought that Radowa had the goal as well. And they were right behind him, Ron. And that is all I wish to say about that goal umpire's decision.
Good on you, Georgie. Okay, back to the centre. An umpire now in Shane Adams from Colac, who is doing the GDFL match of the day here this afternoon. Puts a good bounce down. Umpire Curry penalises Terry Nankervis for being well tackled. And I think you'll find picking it up now is James Driver. Gets the free kick and kicks it longer into the forward line for the Amateurs.
Looking for Gorman. He couldn't mark, but he fought on well. Got it out to Middleton. Middleton the flying left foot shot. Bouncing. 1 point only. Just offline there. Well played again, the centre half forward. The big fella hasn't had a lot of kicks from, but he's certainly set up a bit of play down there. He's a target for them, no doubt about that. 1 point only goes on the board of the Amateurs, and they've gone to, the scoreboard's not as good up. It's the fairway behind. 2-5 is at 17.
Yep, 2-5-17.
Now, the fullback here has tried to play on Ian Evans and kick the ball to himself, but he kicked it about 1 foot. You've got to kick it 2 or 3 metres these days. Good call. Ian Evans, of course, played most of his career as a ruckman, didn't know that one, and the umpires pinned him, and they bounce it down right on the goal line. Radowa takes it out of the air, tried to have a flying shot, couldn't do so. There's 38 players around the footy. You and I aren't there, and that's about all. The umpire's got no choice but to ball this one up, Ron. 5 metres out from the goal, to which the Amateurs are attacking.
Evans saw flies high and thumps the ball towards the defensive back pocket. Shark well there, Peter McCarter on the left foot, pumps it up there looking for his teammate in Nathan Armstrong. Under a little bit of pressure, the loose ball picked up there. I think you'll find that could have been, that was number 36 there, and McFarlane down in defence. The loose ball picked up though by Kenny McCabe, the dashing Goldilocks centreman for the Amateurs side. Fires at goal from 35 metres, but he's offline and another minor score.
Ronnie, we've got a pretty good game of footy here. I hope you're writing down these marks and goals that we've had in the first quarter. I hope this keeps up all day. We'll be out of breath. Ian Evans, let's see if he wants to kick it to himself this time. Rowan Radowa, give him plenty of opportunity, standing about 35 metres back. There's no one on the mark at all. Now, will he try it again, Ian Evans? Once bitten, twice shy. Evans puts the foot right in, goes right out to half-back, looking for Wilkins. Falls backwards, might get a free kick for being held, and the big fella's doing very well to take the free kicks for Thompson and put them into attack from the defensive side of centre wing.
Rowan Weatherwood, I reckon, is trying to mark the ball, Cookie. That's why he's standing so far back. He's ended up at half-forward on that occasion.
Interesting tactic.
It's backfired because the big fella, Glenn Wilkins, got the free kick, kicks it to centre half-forward, in front to a push, and Jared Beestead, the Thompson centre half-forward, gets the free kick and half-forward.
And kicks up to the forward zone, looking for a teammate to mark. There's no one at home. Picking the ball up well there was Brucey Howard. Comes out with a hand pass out wide, looking for teammates out there. He's got 2 or 3. Oh, well played, Thompson. Is that little Webster in there? Got the hand pass away. Conceded ground, but the hand pass was good to Benstead. Benstead punched Thompson deep into attack. Almost a diving mark there to Thompson. The top hands out of bounds.
Alistair Stoddart was the
he hit the hands and it just couldn't hold as he dived away with the footy, and it went off hands over the line out of bounds for a boundary throw in left forward pocket with Thompson into attack.
Yeah, we've been travelling a good 26 and a half minutes of this first quarter. Not much in this great game of GDFL football, round 16. As we see the ball in the Thompson forward pocket, it's the attacking side of the ground. Umpire from Colac there in Shane Adams has suggested he'll have a bounce down.
Nothing good's ever come out of Colac, mate. Nothing good. What about Foley's Pies? They were all right out of Colac, I can tell you. If the umpire bounces the ball,
Johnny
the players jump on the ball here. They were able to get it out. Fighting hard for it in there. Chrissy Gardner trying to get the hand pass away for Thompson. He's claimed in the tackle. In there with him is Timmy Gardner, the brother, but the umpire from Colac. The other good thing that came out of Colac, as well as Foley's Pies, is going to ball it up forward pocket.
Oh, Chris Stasic moving pitches has been pinned. Great tackle there. I think you'll find it could be... have a look there, Cookie. It looks like the number 7.
7 it is. Chrissy Gardner laying the tackle. He was in fighting for the ball before it was bounced too, Ron.
Certainly was. And
having a dip is Chris Gardner, the tough man of the Thompson side.
But rewarded. Yeah, good tackle. And, well, I think... Rick Stasic can think himself a little unlucky, but rewarded, though, the tackle, Chris Gardner. Very tight angle, 15 metres from goal. The drop punt, it goes right across the face and hits the point post. And, of course, Amateurs now get the penalty free kick.
Out of bounds on the full. The Geelong Amateurs serving it up to Thompson. Unkicked the ball up towards Wilson and halfback. He goes up, does the spooling over Wilkins. Well done, Wilson. But he meets support at ground level. At the moment he hasn't got it. His McCarter comes in, but Thompson picks up, looks, uses the brains well as McCarter, kicks across the ground, and little Mickey Webster, that Ashley Sentiment, takes the mark, plays on. Stasic tries to put him under pressure, but Webster kicks the ball up towards centre half forward. It's sharked here at the bottom of the pack. Marcus Harwood, the young 18-year-old, gets it forward for Thompson. There's a heap of players down there. Nick Gill's in there battling half of the Amateurs. Can he push it out wide? They stack in on top of him down there. A little kick out of the fence is a chance here, and it came out through the agency. It might be Ryan out towards half forward. Webster chips in, takes the mark for Thompson. Kicks into the forward pocket. Brady's called a good mark, and I think he's right. The umpire's paid this one. It's a Thompson mark, 35 metres out from goal. The angle is reasonably acute. The umpire's blowing time on because the player just picking himself up isn't all that good. It might be Chris Gardner, I think. Tim Gardner, I beg your pardon, who's taken the mark in the forward pocket. And it is Timmy Gardner as called.
Yeah, good call, Cookie. He's going to be kicking for goal, a good 45 metres, 45-degree angle. It is the attacking side, though, of the ground. He'll have to aim for the right side of the big sticks. The breeze coming over his right shoulder. The drop punt, it's a nice-looking kick off the boot. The ball floats. It floats pretty true.
It's offline.
The goal umpire that time. Teammates liked it, but the goal umpire, right on the job, suggests no, it's 1 point.
I think you liked it too, Ron. You're about to put the 2 fingers up here in the box, and I watched the goal umpire like a hawk that time, and 1 point only goes on the board. Long kick in from the full-back position, goes right out the half-back, but a free kick has been paid here. It looks like Nankervis going to take this one.
It's Nick McCullough.
And Nankervis of Thompson wants to play on quickly and fire the ball to the forward zone. He does so now. Up they go, up high for the Amateurs. There was Brucey Howard, but he may have infringed here, I think, and a free kick is going to go Thompson's way again.
Yes, to Andrew Stott, the full forward, a little bit before acceptances, Brucey Howard, the coach of Amateurs, just having a chat to the umpire too in Shane Adams from Colac, suggesting why, but you can't do that, Cookie.
The hand on the shoulder's not much of a help either, and you can't do that either. Good call, David. Tigger Cook. 4 goals, 226, Thompson. 2 goals, 18 points on the board for Amateurs.
Gee, great goal, Stotty.
And Stott's gone back and banged it through. They said he was a good player, this kid. We watched him play in the reserves a few weeks ago. And he's made his senior debut last week, kicked 3 goals, and looks like been a handy player for them.
Thompson moved now to 6-2-32, leading the Geelong Amateurs side 2-5-17. That's 15 points. We've been travelling, Cookie, 30 minutes of this first quarter. Paddy brought to you by Double R and Guest Video.
Can you give us the goal kicker's quick run before the umpire starts the play?
Yeah, 2 goals, Andrew Stott. Singles to Christian McFarlane, Timmy Gardner, Glenn Wilkins for Thompson. And for the Geelong Amateur side, their sole goal kickers, Robin Redowa and Jimmy McCullers.
Yeah, I think the score will be 5 goals too. We've just called 6, but I think it's 5. Back to the centre. Little kick out of the centre there for the Amateurs. Bounces down towards half forward. Players overrunning the footy. In goes Gorman using the weight well. Slaps the ball wide. Out it comes. In goes the Thompson defenders doing their best in there too. But a hand pass comes out to Redowa. He kicks it, bounces. It's a break of speed. It's a beauty. Tim May can't spin him that far. That's come back a mile. And that one's a goal of Rowan Redowa. And a beauty. And a bit of luck involved. Might have made up for one of those previous goal umpiring decisions, Ron.
Yes, Cookie, and a nice call too from yours truly there, as we see that, yes, one of the goals of the day, a real leg break. The ball looked as though it was going through the the point post, but it bounced back through the big sticks. Great goal, Rowan Wetter. He kicks his second and Geelong Amateurs third.
Back to the centre. Up goes Big Ben Reynolds and wins the hit down. It rebounds to Reynolds. Can he get it out of the centre? Puts it on the foot. There's the big fella. Kicked it 70 yards. That's about 30 along, about 45 in the air. Up they go at half forward. That looks like Schwartz and Middleton taking a mark. Umpires paid a free kick though.
Undisciplined football, Rowan Redowa. Gee whiz, your teammate's taking the mark. He's flown over the back and pushed the Thompson player in the back. And I think you'll find it was Grant Skinner. Goes to the attacking side of the ground to the Tigers. Off they go. The attacking back pocket player, Peter Hall, goes short. Oh, Morrison's kick. A real worm burner. Looks for Stott. Can't find him. Support Christian McFarlane. Shoots from 30 metres. Right from the boundary line. Great goal, Christian McFarlane.
Well, a couple of blokes challenged us here when we arrived. Well, what are you doing at this game? This isn't the game of the day. We're here to tell you it is. It's a beauty. They're playing good footy, these sides. Very evenly matched. And they've gone to 7 goals too, making full use of their opportunities rather. Thompson, 7 goals to 38. I think that might be 6 goals too, Ronnie. I've only got 6 goals. How many have you got?
I've got 6 as well. And our director downstairs in Brent Revere obviously had another late night last night.
Right, 6 goals to 38, Thompson. They are leading the Amateurs, who are 3 goals, 6-24, just a little offline. Out of the centre come the Amateurs. The kick doesn't travel far. Chance here. The big fella, Sir Robert Bennis, intercepts, hand pass, over the top, lands with Rick Stasic, moving pitches, wants to go on with it after he got rid of it. Don't worry about that, son. Go after the footy. Out it comes wide towards centre wing. Oh, player there for Thompson, headed for the boundary line, and might well have got away with it. He has too. That's Nathan Armstrong. A little bit of luck there. Could well have been penalised.
Just waiting now on the boundary umpire to bring the ball back into play. It's on members' side, half-forward flank, defensive side here of Godfrey Street on the Amateurs attacking forward line. As we see that Gardner flew high, got it to McCabe though from Amateurs, who's quick kick around the corner, a good one. Impressed with this fella too, the number 38 jersey, the sort of half forward. Damien Gorman takes a good mark.
He's certainly having a dipper on, isn't he? Kicks the ball out towards Redowa, second grab his baskets. Oh, Siren's gone. Good grab to take. He had the hands on. He was leading out well. Doesn't he lead well? He just does a few undisciplined things, but he leads very well. He leads straight up the ground, Ron, and he got the hands on that one. Almost lost it. Gathered in at the second bite as he appeared certain to lose it. The Siren sounded, so he gets the shot at goal. Here's Rowan Redowa. Punt kicks long. Right foot goal. Umpire drifts across to the right-hand side and signifies Rowan Redowa. You are offline once again. 2 goals, 3 down for Rowan Redowa. And had he kicked straight, they might well have been in front at quarter time.
Yes, certainly, Cookie, and gee, quite a great opening for this GDFL round 16 match of the day out here at Godfrey Street between two sides that have struggled a little bit in the 93 season. Thompson here at quarter time, they're 6-2.